Hi, my name is Chris Ryan and welcome to the absolutely stunning Valdelobo golf course in Portugal. Today's video is all about putting and a couple of little drills that you can do in practice, which is really going to help you from that kind of 8-foot range and in. Such important putts to hole. So big thanks to Valdelobo for giving me access to the golf course. Reached out to them whilst I was in Portugal. They've been very accommodating. The golf course looks absolutely fantastic. We've been on both courses, the Royal and the Ocean. If you are in Portugal, definitely worth checking out Valdelobo. Right, let's go through exactly what we're going to get you to do with this putting drill. So I've got myself probably a good 8-foot putt here, and there's a couple of things we really need to hold this putt. We need to read it correctly, so we need to know what the break is. We're not going to cover too much of that in this video, but other than that, we need to really strike the ball out the middle of the putter. That's something we need to do because that will control the speed. And we also need to be able to start the ball on our intended line. So once we've read, we're maybe thinking that's right edge or left edge, or it may be, we need to be able to start the ball on that line. Now, from this distance, this kind of 8-foot range, as a rule, we don't generally tend to see too many pace issues. We tend to see the pace issues, more from kind of outside of 15, 20 feet. From those distances, it's really key that we give golfers some ideas on how to control pace. From here, it's more about strike and it's more about getting the ball to start on your intended line. Now, the putt I've got here is a little bit right to left, so I've already read it. And you can see there that if I just take this ball away, you can see here that I've got two gates. I've got a gate at the start here, which is just wider than my putter. And when I say just, I'm talking very, very close. It's very, very narrow either side of my putter. And then I've got two tee pegs around about a foot further forward, which hopefully the ball is going to roll between. And you can see there that that ball can comfortably go through that gate. So if I were to set my golf ball up just in front of these first tee pegs, the goal really is to set this up on the practice green and just to hit some putts and see if we can do two things. One, can we get the putter to move through these tee pegs without hitting it? And two, can we start the ball on our intended line? If we do those two things, we should find the ball goes in. Okay, now you can see that missed on the high side. Now the reason that missed on the high side is because my pace was a little bit too strong. So I actually achieved what I was trying to achieve, which was get the ball to start on line and actually struck it well. Let's see if we can do that again, but just see if we can get the pace a little bit better. Okay, so a slightly better putt there. So it did turn a little bit right to left, pace was a little bit better, and it took the break. So I missed these two tee pegs, and obviously my ball went between the start line. So those are my two real skills. Now, if I was practicing my short putts, this is something that I can set up on the practice green, and it's incredibly easy to set up. All I need is a couple of tee pegs, a hole, my putter, and I'm good to go. I can do some really good work. Now, as you can imagine, these two tee pegs here, we can make these wider or narrower, and that's really depending on your skill, your handicap level, how well you're doing. You can sort of adjust this setup to really focus in on what you're trying to do. So what I might try and do is start off such as this. Then if I find I'm doing this quite consistently, I can move those tee pegs a little closer, maybe make this a little bit more hard. Okay, so let's have another go. Let's hit this last putt. So my real focus here is, can I get my putter to move between the tee pegs and start the ball on my intended target line? And again, just a little bit strong on pace there, and it didn't take the break. So if you're struggling with your short putts, let's focus on striking the ball at the middle of the putter. Let's focus on getting the ball to start on your intended line. And if you can do those things, I think you're going to hold a few more putts. One of the little advantage this has is that if you are consistently hitting the ball through the second gate and you're not holding the putts, that's going to tell you actually your read was slightly out because you started the ball on your intended line, but it's not going in. So the read is maybe incorrect. So it's really tackling a lot of skills that we need in putting. We need to be able to strike the ball well. We need to be able to start the ball on line. We need to be able to read the green effectively. This little exercise is really working on those. It's going to highlight maybe where you need to practice more. You might be the golfer who needs to work on strike. You might be the golfer who needs to work on start line, but this drill can help you with all those skills. So thank you very much for watching. Again, thank you to Valdelobo, fantastic golf facility. Really appreciate them letting me use the golf course to create some content. I hope that helps. The usual stuff is down below. Like button, comments box, and also a link to subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Thank you again for watching, and hopefully we'll see you here again soon.